Hello, guys, it's Hawkflight120 here, and as promised, I am doing a Space Engineer's introductory video. I actually have a mod installed for this wonderful Earth scenario, so if you load a world in Space Engineers and it doesn't look like this, don't freak out. I just added a mod because I can't stand the original derpy gray space. So, I would recommend starting out Space Engineers in a creative world. And come to think about it, I'm going to actually do that. Going to New World, Custom. So what I would do, if this is your first world, I would choose one of the maps here. For the previous video, I actually did an empty world and built my station. For these purposes, I guess I'll do Easy Start too. Then I would click Creative. I'm just going to keep it on offline. So if you want to add what I did and make it not look like derpy gray space, you can see in the background there. I really don't like that. You click Mods. As you can see, I've downloaded a bunch. You're going to click Browse Workshop and find and search for mods, the one that's called Skybox Earth-like Planet. I'm going to apply that. And let me just check. So I would turn up the welding speed and grinding speed, which are two things that you can just do. And then the cargo ships are random cargo ships. They're helpful in survival mode because they give you resources, but otherwise they're plain useless. So I'm just going to leave that alone. Okay. And now we're going to get the loading screen. And a good hint for when you're loading worlds is you know that it's almost done if the little icon down there at the bottom underneath the words, above the words loading, if that freezes, that means it's done and is about to just spawn. And they have these funny facts here that they've made up. Some of them are real quotes, but Wikipedia 2077 hasn't happened yet, so, that's obviously something they made up. It's funny, though, because, you get to read quotes. Some are real, some are educational, and some are just plain funny. This one says, the laws of scientific laws are statements that describe, predict, or perhaps explain why a range of phenomena behave as they appear to in nature. I'm kind of surprised it isn't from standard Wikipedia. That's strange. And since we chose a map with a station, it's going to take a little while to boot, but we'll get there eventually. So as you can see, there's the station that we're going to have in the background. You'll see the little giant green thing. Although the players here, they seem to have messed up their game quite a bit. And, they're kind of messed up their game. Sorry. Turn up the volume again. And it's almost loaded. Come on. Why are you so slow? So slow. Ugh. I'm bored. Come on, load. Maybe I've maxed out my memory or something. That's annoying. Oh yay, it's frozen. So we're about to spawn, thankfully. Thank God. And here we go. Welcome to Space Engineers. So this is one of the preset maps. Don't expect every random world to have this many resources for you. Please. So as you can see, this map is still in development. They've got a partially built spaceship down there, and a spaceship there. Spaceship there. So if you've played Minecraft, then you'll get the hang of most of the controls pretty quickly. WASD is the same, and when you're flying, up is space, and down is C by default. Now the one thing that it took me forever to get used to, and I still find myself making the mistake of, is when you're building, it's left click to place, and right click to delete. I can't tell you how many times I've wrecked something partially important because of that. So if you press G, you'll see this giant menu of items. It goes down for a lot further than it needs to. And these are all the vanilla items. You can get mods easily. I might do a video on that, or I might incorporate into this. So these are all the items you have for building stations and ships. I don't know much about the presets, but I do know that I'm probably going to be able to quite easily find... Oh, there it is right there, I thought. My favorite preset ship in the universe. It's this little fighter. Where's the control for the door? So as you can see, they even generate with working mechanics, which is nice. So I'm going to have that door slide open there. So as you can see, it's got a little landing gear on the ground that's yellow. That means the ship's logic knows that there is something it can attach to, but the generation doesn't let it generate attached stuff, so... And you can press X to turn on and off flying mode. That also caught me a bunch. And if you have something highlighted like this, if it's a control panel, you press K to open it. If it's a cockpit or a block with an inventory, you press T. And now as you can see, I'm in it, and I can press Alt and look around. As you can see, they've paid a lot of attention to detail in here. You see your little player from the perspective of your head. And a little keyboard. Just a second, I'm going to go offline. I'm going to tell this guy off. Lol. Nee. Haha. Now I'm gonna go offline so he doesn't bug me. Sorry about that. So now I'm gonna press V to change. And now as you can see, you can move your mouse around like Minecraft again. And the controls are still the same as flying with your jetpack. Whoa. We are Lagmobile today. That's what I'm gonna call this ship the Lagmobile, actually. Does it have an antenna? No, it doesn't. Oh yeah, and that reminds me. You can, at any time, you can press K to open the control panel if you're driving a ship, or if you have a control panel highlighted. I think you'll be able to tell what a control panel is. And there's inventory, which shows what you have. And if you're in a ship, or if you pressed K on a block, it'll show the inventory of the ship that you're either piloting or the block that you were on. I'm going to switch back into this perspective so I can fly better. And it's the same controls around. And if a ship has weapons built in, you can press G. And there are a bunch of functions you can add to your hotbar with different blocks. So I'm going to go over to Weapons and Tools. I'm going to right-click, Gatling Gun, and Rocket Launcher. So now I can aim down at this little red ship, and by little I mean ginormous, and blast its brains out. Boom. Just blast its brains out. So go ahead and have fun around with that. I'll record the next video on getting started with building, I think. I hope. So yeah. Thanks for watching, and if you're watching like the day or the day after, basically if you're watching this before October 13th, I think it is, there's a sale on Space Engineers with Steam, and it is only $11. So if you found this video or my other video on Space Engineers interesting, then buy it now. Buy it like in the next 3 days. It's the 10th, I think. Yeah. Buy it in the next few days, and you'll get it for $11 more than usual $20. Not to be an advertiser, but I'm trying to save you money. Bye!